Welcome to this first impression of Pixel Piracy. This is a game I've been told about for quite some time, and I have been contacted by Alexander Poysky, that is in charge of producing this game and making sure that people get to know about this. I've seen this game from a distance, and I have tried a very, very early alpha release. I think it was 0.1 somewhere, where I tried to do a little bit of mix and matching, trying to hire and recruit pirates. This is a very brutal sandbox game, and it's a bit roguelike, so if you die, that's it, it's game over. The aim of the game is, of course, to create some pirate ships and rule the seven seas and conquer and kill and maim and plunder and pilfer and pillage. So let's have a look. The tutorial in this game at the moment, being alpha release, doesn't offer that much, and as you can see, even the options isn't that fleshed out. So you can change the language from English to Spanish at least, so that's quite a good improvement, seeing that we're halfway through the alpha. But you're here to see the game, so let's jump in quickly. Just pick the free slot, and you can of course name your own captain, and I am of course Viperbane. And let's rename the world to Plunder Me Belly. I'm getting a bit hungry here, so let's do that. You have a few modes that you can try and get around to. Princess mode, hardcore mode, arena mode. I would suggest that you stick to princess mode in the beginning when you're trying to learn how to get this game going, because this is not an easy game, but it is addictive and it is absolutely hilarious. So, clicking on Start Game, you will get asked a few questions. And the questions are relating to this world that you're creating. They will have a few impacts on the generation of monsters and spaceships. Well, not spaceships, pirate ships. See, I can't even talk, I'm that hungry. But the amount of monsters being created, you can select the option of mystery or drama. And these will have different impacts on how you get to play the game. So let's select some monsters here, and then you get to select what is the current climate of the world. And I would say, well, let's have some pirate ships here. And how do you remember your father? Of course, you're gonna get a little bit of inheritance from him, and my dad was a lazy alcoholic known as Horky the Flatulent, so I get an extra starting pirate. And I'm a man. You can't customize your character too much. You get random looks every time you click the change look. And it changes voice pitches, what they actually will say, and how they look. He was a little bit slow there. A purple hat and a white mustache. That's definitely me. So let's begin this game. And it will generate the world for you when you jump in here, and you will get islands and ships and enemy captains and everything. So let's begin by hitting space, the first thing we do. And you move around with your A and D keys so you can move the screen back and forth. But let's get on with this here. So ship setup, you need to build with these wood blocks so you can create something that have the slight appearance of being a ship. So let's do a raft. When you have specially designed items like this, and you see this doesn't look well, it looks like it fits there, but not here. Sometimes you're lucky and it will automatically adjust itself, but if you're not having that, you can click on the item again to rotate it. Alright, so there we have our rafter. Let's add some decoration. And these are purely for visual bits, so you don't have a completely see-through ship. Not sure if they add some kind of structural integrity, but it makes the entire ship look nicer. So, don't forget to add food on top of your ship, because this is something that you will sorely need. Right, press escape and head out. We need to get going with the captain. We need to hire people, and we need to buy a certain book. The reason you need to buy a certain book is because you need to have one of your little pirates or a pirate crew that will be cleaning and maintaining the ship. There are obviously more stuff you can learn about. If you see here, you get cleaning, light step, parry basic, toilet study. So this is essential to keep and maintain the morale on board the ship. So let's buy this cleaning, and it will cost you some trade point or training points, depending on how you would see it. So you need to level up a character in order to obtain these points. And to do that, you need to brave the 7 seas and fight some scallywags. Right, so we are at the tavern here. This is where you hire some other people to do your bidding. And this is completely randomly generated. And the names here are also random. I believe that some of this might actually have been supporters to this game, or they have had the chance of adding the name into this game. Right, so let's see here. We can definitely afford 2, I'd say. So we have a 224 and a 206. So let's hire Brian Lockman. And we have 228 left. Do we have something? We have a 206 and a 204. Let's hire Reinaldo Dionysus. So we have a bit of a crew here. So you move your characters around by left clicking or right clicking. So once you've done this quick hire, you need to run really quickly because food, hunger, health, all of this is quickly disappearing, as well as your daylight. You can see the sun moving quickly in the background. Alright, so do we have everybody here? I believe so. Nope, there's one more here. There he goes. And now we're ready to start plundering and pilfering the 7 seas. So hit spacebar to bring up this menu here. And then you get out to the map. You get to see your immediate surroundings from where you are. This is, of course, your starting zone, the island where we bought the necessary pirate tools. This is a very big enemy, and I would not recommend attacking them from the get-go, because you need to build yourself up so you have a little bit more crew and staff and armor and cash and food so that you can take care for the big battles coming around. But we do have a smaller pirate ship right there, so just left click on it and then click on Sail to Destination. You will get asked to save, and it can be a good thing to save because this is, after all, a very tough game. It will not go easy on you. Up in the right hand corner you see a meter ticking quickly through, and this is your distance to the destination, which we have reached now. Some things can happen during the travel to your destination, so you can find crew or stranded people or people that you're picking up, even loot and mutiny and whatnot can happen in between, so keep an eye out on all the meters. Right, let's click interact, and this is going to be a battle, of course. So left click and right click, and that will make everybody run over and charge. Do be careful with your captain, because if you lose your captain, it is game over. However, as I have discovered, it seems to be only your captain that is picking up some gold. I could be wrong on this bit, but this is a first impression after all. So we have something there. Interact with something. Oh, there we go. There's something exploded there. As you see, the day is passing really quickly. So let's head back to the ship. Well, there you go. That's one basic attack. So if you go in here now and check the crew, because they have a little bit of level up. So now here in your crew, you can have a good oversight and see what the status is of all your crew members. Now, as you remember, I told you that you needed to buy the Book of Cleaning first. So I would suggest that you go and find one of your pirates that have TP above 5. Because if you click down here on passive equipment, you'll find that you have a book of cleaning, and TP needed is 5. Whoever you give this to will do the cleaning. And I can see here that we have fat. So this guy is apparently 30% slower. And if we're going to have someone cleaning our place, we would probably want him to be a little bit faster. Ronaldo seems to take a little bit of damage there, so let's go see if Brian Lockman has. Oh yes, he got 9. Basic attack, level 0. So let's go in and see what we can do here. We have cleaning, and now he will start cleaning immediately. We have a few more passive items, so these people can heal up. And if you mouse over this, this is something that is absolutely brilliant in this game. If you mouse over things, you will get a really, really good tooltip. And the wiki these guys have set up is absolutely brilliant. And there are more things being added constantly. So there will be a lot of mix and match, and you can develop your own characters and even down to your crew members. But let's get on with this. Let's see how far I will survive. My record so far is only surviving 3 days. So we have done this, and you can see now that this Brian guy started to clean. So he's tossing all the poop overboard. Shooting stars. Right, let's continue out to the world map. We have looted a little bit, and we have a lot of pirates around here. So let's go north and see what happens here. So we have 242 golds. And that is actually looking quite good. Hopefully we might be able to upgrade our ship if we can find our way back soon. Right, and uneventful travel. And there seems to be normal enemy here. Oh, there they are. And they seem a little bit scared of me, but that is a very big knife one of them is holding. As I said, be careful with your captain, because if your captain dies, you are toast. I'm trying to send my captain back, but he wasn't listening to it. Yep, I got my captain out in good time. He has not many hit points left. Alright, so that was another successful battle. As you can hear, they have put in these really, really good comments and these sound snippets, sound bites that makes it sound very piratey. Alright, so there is something there, and I have no idea how to pick that up. So is there interact? Yes. Remember to click on these buttons because they do different things. So you move this, and then you can drag and drop. Just be careful so you're not drag and dropping it into the water, because these pirates can't swim for some reason. Alright, so we have checked everything on this ship, and we have slowly healed up. So let's get the captain back. And this is starting to look quite good. Let's head out onto the world once more and see what we can find. Oh, we have an event. Something might happen. Let's go there and see what happens. As I said, I've been hearing about this game for quite some time now, and I have really looked forward to having this game a bit more fleshed out, and it is really, really promising. Wow, this was a good event. This is what happens sometimes. I'm not sure if this is part of the travel or the play, because it's stuck at 99%. So we got tons of reward or +2 training points. Let's go for the experience points. Wow. It's not completely fleshed out at the moment. It still has a lot of things that it can add. And if you make sure you partake in the forums and everything, you will be lucky enough to be able to have your own ideas. If you're lucky enough, you will have your own ideas implemented into the game. They may be small and insignificant things, but they might be cool. So make sure you follow these guys on Twitter and on their Facebooks and contact them on the websites and all that. Do check in the description below and you will find more cool stuff about people that do videos for this. So let's head on for another pirate here and see if I can survive this long. This is so far the first I've actually survived, and I'm quite proud of myself. So, we're heading to the next destination here. And it still seems to be uneventful. I've really had bad luck with the encounters in between. So, hostile encounter, and this seems to be kind of an easy one. And here we have two, so send them over. Full attack. There's not only ships that you can attack, you can also attack islands, and be mindful of the animal and wildlife, because they can also hit quite hard. I've had my captain killed quite a few times by that as well. But if you're looking for a really unique game, something that you haven't seen before, really, in that sense, then I would suggest head over to Steam, check out this game, because it's absolutely brilliant. And with that, I'm actually going to let you head on over, because I have survived yet another day. So, let's send our pirates home, and we're starting to have a little bit of morale issues here. It's Horky. World map, and when you look at your map, by the way, like this, you see destinations. The wobbly things are places you have not yet visited. And the things that are still are the things you have actually visited. So let's head for the town. It will take distance 3. And speed will be relevant when you can advance a little bit further, because you can have different minions that can be good sailors and increase the speed, and you can have equipments on your ship that will increase your speed even further. So traveling greater distances will not be much of a trouble. So let's stop this here right in the middle, because I'm not gonna let you go away just yet. Your crew have various items that they can do. As you saw, I could train someone up, and it was this lazy bugger that I was going to give the cleanup bit to. But we're going to do something else, because if you look up here, you see the morale icon, and he seems to be in some kind of a middle mood. But if you click on this, you have paid his salary, and instantly his morale has been restored. You also see various items here, like health, as well as you will see out here, so you can check yourself. You can also level up on these. And these do matter, like strength, vitality, intelligence, dexterity. And they will, of course, improve your chances of surviving combat, doing more damage, and tackling more difficult enemies in the future. So, we're gonna head on home and see if we can't purchase some more. We have quite a lot of plunder with us. And do pay attention to the little chats these pirates are talking to each other with, because they can say some really hilarious things. Let's make sure Reynaldo gets a little bit of boost. The great thing here is you have a really good quick overview, and you can quickly see who is having a lower morale. But be careful, because this is kind of a money management issue. We have 248 gold. And what I'm going to do with this now is go all the way over to... Let's see, I think this is the one I want. This looks like food, that looks like weapons, and this looks like the library where you can learn various things. You will notice that your crew and your captain sometimes will get stuck in the tavern. It can be a little bit annoying, especially when you're trying to make sure that time goes quickly. So, we have food and stuff like that. Do we have anything to sell? No. So let's check this place instead, and hope that that is where we can have some wood. No, we don't have such luck. We can't expand our ship, so we need to find a better island. Let's hire another scallywag. Now, we have a little bit of money here, so let's hire someone. Oh, we don't have that much money. Let's hire Gale Verala. And here we go. it's always advantageous to have the biggest possible crew, because they will have to perform various issues the further along you get into the game. And my little raft can, in the future, be built to something really, really big, and it's your imagination that will decide the design of this. No. Where are you going? So, there we have all aboard, I hope. And world map. So, shall we do something? Let's sail to the legendary enemy and see what happens. This is going to hurt like crazy. For those of you that love to play roguelike games, you are probably quite familiar with the idea that you can have some really bad luck starts and some really epic starts. And I think this game really truly captures that bit better than many other roguelike games I've seen for quite some time. And of course you will get extorted. And we don't have the money to pay, so he will attack. I will kill you. This is the trouble you also have. And he got kicked off instantly, which is always good. That's why you will need to build a ship quickly so you can build walls so that you don't get knocked off as easily from your boat. Right, let's head on over. Yes, sail to destination. The distance is 5 now. And you will be... I'm going to show you this just to have a nice round off and show you really big, evil ship. So, with some luck, this is moving on quite quickly, and there's constantly things to happen. Hostile encounter? No, we don't want to do that. We want to reach the goal. And you see the remain to the goal up here in the corner. So, we skipped a small battle, and we're hopefully going to be able to reach this big thing. No, Horky, I don't want to... This is the trouble you can have if you're not attacking and plundering and getting a lot of money quickly. Bye, Horky, we can't see you anymore. I will pretty much be all out of crew by the time I reach my destination. That is not good. As I said, these are the things that happen, and I've seen this game for a little while now and seen the progress, and I think all the things that have been added to this game have been absolutely genius. All of them add to the difficulty, and as we said, we're playing on Princess mode, we're playing on the easiest setting. And here we have a legendary hostile encounter. What are we going to do? We're going to interact. And here you see... Wow. There are, of course, being an alpha, quite a few bugs. So you will see them and you will notice them, but it's definitely playable, and I recommend that you head on over to Steam and buy this game right now, because it's really promising. It's well beyond playable as it is, so it's definitely worth the £10 to £15 it currently is at. I do believe that they are running promotions every now and then, so it's like £9.99. And if you see the price for that, grab it and share it with your friends. My name's been Viperbane, and please hit like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what you think of this, and if you want to see more gameplays like this. Until then, peace out.